Mm. Well, that's what people with agoraphobia do. They stay home. They have a fear of going outside. They don't like to interact with people. People can't help their phobias. Damn. Hmm. When you're sitting there talking about her phobias and stuff, I mean, But let's see. I'm just going to listen. I'm waiting to hear from Steph. What I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear from Steph or TNT. Hey, hey, Ash, how are you? I do now. Yeah, I see it. I'm just listening to Samara. I'm eating a bowl of chicken noodle soup. She's been getting in lots of trouble. Oh yeah, I do pop nut soda, and you're not a fan of mine because you don't know me. You know what people like Samara have told you, but that's okay. She said she's going to let Tracy up. So let's see here. Pop nut soda. I've talked to her before. Ash, I've talked to Pop Not Soda before, and she doesn't even know me. And she doesn't have to be a fan of mine. That's fine. If if people want to run the narrative like Samara's mad and they lie about stuff, I can't help it if somebody believes those lies. I can't help it. I've not done anything to Pop Not Soda. I've even spoke to her before, and I live in the original Pop Not Soda town. I mean, my city created and invented the pop top. And we spoke, we've been on panel before. That is kind of rude when somebody says they're not a fan of yours, but that's okay. It's like, I don't like you. I've never really had a conversation with you. I've heard all this other shit that people have said, and I just ran with that. But I didn't take the time to get to know the person. So I'm just going to run with that. Hey, that's all them. But what I heard Steph say was that Samara has my docs in her Discord. I haven't heard from. Well, there's been people in the past who have said that they weren't a fan of mine. I said, well, that's because you don't know me. You get to know me, and then you get to know me, and you'll find out I'm nothing like what these people say. I still haven't looked it up. I still haven't looked up this Andrew Tate. I'm waiting to see what. I can definitely be an asshole, but you have to provoke me. I don't wake up in the morning and go, God, who can I mess with today? I don't really have time for this YouTube drama. It's actually childish. It's actually kind of childish, but once in a while I have to step in. Now I will listen to Steph, and Trish, which I didn't used to before. Now when Tracy comes on, I listen to her. But other than that, I don't really. I'm not really. I've grown up, but I do get pissed off when Steph and them were saying that Samara had a dox in my Discord, in her Discord. I'm interested in that. I'm gonna tell you why I'm interested in that, Samara. Let me tell you. Let me shut this off. Sorry, she has. Let me tell you why I'm interested in that. Let me whack over here. Because Samara, I've got all your information. I know where you live. I know where you get your money from. I've got your information. I've been had your information. Because when somebody starts fucking with me, that's what I do. You don't need to you jump on panels and go, that man right there is sick, and laughing with your racist friend going, nah, nah. You start putting up pictures of me. I know who you are. And if there's any type of docs that is in your Discord that you're laughing at, that you're commenting of mine, I'm going to put yours out. That's why I do it. Now, what you guys did, you would be in Discord with me and Carl and misbehaving, just love bombing the fuck out of me. Brian, we care. We love you. But we have a fight. I was never that man's friend. He's not my friend. You're a lying bitch. You need some meat. You really need some meat in your life. But I was hoping that, hey, there's Ross. I was hoping that Steph, because I seen the end of her live. She said there was a little bit of doxing stuff going on in there. I need receipts just like anybody else, and I know Steph wouldn't say something like that unless she had some type of receipt. So I'm just hoping that Steph gets back with me, or Pop Not Soda gets back with me to let me see what's going on. If there's any, if there's any validity to it, if Samara has anything to do with doxing me. You ain't never had a wrench, Ross. There's only a couple people that have wrenches in my chat. But I want to find out if this is accurate. There's Steph. So if Steph is accurate, I think I tried to shoot you my email. Yep. Because if Steph is accurate, which then I tell you what, I don't know. Me and Ross have a pass. He's been good here lately though, because I backed off this drama bullshit. But here's my email. Okay. And I don't know why anybody would take the time to look me up. It's really easy. I know, Ross. It's really easy because I've always used my own name. Everybody knows where I live. Everybody knows they know where I work most of the time. So I mean, come on, man. I want to see what's going on. And then if it's all accurate, then I'll drop every fucking thing I know about Samara. Every bit of it. I don't like her. She's a snooty little bitch. She's a liar. Because look, the thing that gets me the most is how they love bomb the fuck out of me when I was in their Discord. Every day. But as soon as me and Carla fall out, thank you, Lolo. As soon as me and Carla fall out over something they created, I never liked that man. Blah, blah. And Shauna. Another one, Shauna. I'll tell you what, Shauna said, well, we tolerated him. Shauna, you're fake as fuck. All the way around. All the way around fake, because you are another one that's nice as could be to me until some people have followed. Oh, we just tolerate it. Fuck you. Fuck you, Shauna. You need to have everything changed. That's my opinion. How about that? But anyways, that's all I wanted to pop on and do. I'm glad that Steph popped on. People are probably scared of you. Ain't nobody scared of me. You ain't scared of me, are you? Because you popped up on a panel running your fucking mouth to me, didn't you, Nat Clove? Now, as a matter of fact, Nat Clove, let's just get you a link. Let's just do this because I want to talk to you. Let me see here. All right. Come on up, Nat Clo, because I've seen some of the stuff that you've been saying, bro. Now, you jumped up here one time when somebody was talking shit to me. You didn't seem too scared of me then. I still don't like you, but I support this stream. That's on you, broker. Hey, Blue Ladybug. Come on up, Nat Clo. Yeah, he is. You know, they're probably scared of you, blah, blah, blah. Well, you don't have to be scared of me unless you fuck with me. And if you fuck with me, then you got a reason to be scared. I don't play these fucking little childish games on here. If you mess with me and your intention is to piss me off, don't cry when you do it. Don't cry when because I have never come on here and just went after somebody. Never once. Nobody can name it. Nobody can name a time where I just picked a reason out of the blue to go at somebody. Nobody. And I sit back and I watch this community today. Right? And some of the stuff that is going on and has been going on over the last couple of years in here is shit that I would never even think of fucking doing. And you guys used to give me shit because somebody would ride my ass after me telling them to stop, and I dox the fuck out of them. And usually they shut up when you do that. That's it. Samara is fucking evil. She is. Look, I know for a fact, Pop Not Soda, because I know how genuinely nice to me she was for a year and a half in that Discord. And then I had to listen to that woman say, that man was never my friend. Well, then you're a fake ass bitch. And you need to have a greasy pork sandwich served up in a dirty ashtray. I really don't have as much time as I did before. My health is not good. I get headaches, and I got too much other shit to worry about. Besides coming on here every day and defending myself to people who just pop in and say, I don't like you, but I support the stream. Fine, don't like me. I don't give a fuck. You support the stream. What people don't realize is some of the true OGs, some of the people that are the most real are the ones that people want to banish. Because they can't have somebody that's clever and smart and can outwit them in their shenanigans. They don't want to have it. So they got to ban them. Hang on just a second. So they got to ban them. That's what they want to do.
Hey, Brian.
Hi. How are you?
Emotionally exhausted.
That's what I heard Samara say a little bit of that you were becoming emotionally exhausted with this stuff.
Well, I've never in my whole life dealt with anyone like Samara. I guess a liar to that level. And it's a little scary for the first time,
It is.
I mean, she's calling me agoraphobic, but I just spent a month on the road. I did 2 weeks doing Route 66 this summer.
But here's the thing of it is even
how does that work out?
Even if you did suffer with that phobia, agoraphobia.
I know, but what I'm saying is that she doesn't out and out lie. No, there's nothing against agoraphobia.
No, I'm just saying that what if you really,
lie, though.
Yeah, if you really were, let's just say you're her friend and you confided in her that you have agoraphobia, why is she ragging on you for that?
Well, obviously she's ragging on me for what has come out, so I get that, but it's not true is what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to rag, at least keep it honest and truthful,
Right, she does that.
I don't have agoraphobia. I have depression and anxiety,
Right. Hi, Carla.
I mean, Samara, what did you do on your summer vacation? Huh? Did you do anything? How about last year? Year before? Year before that? Year before that? Year before that? How about the year before that? Because I've been to 38 out of 50 states and 16 countries. How about you, girl?
Good.
Sorry, I'm
You're okay. Hey, you have a platform right
And
here.
plus, nobody watches your channel anyways anymore, Bryan.
They don't watch it right away during the lives, but I get the views later. People will when they're
well, then maybe I should hop down.
I don't get as much as I used to get, but I've had lives in here where I've had 700-800 people.
Hey, Juju.
When I was mixed up in the drama and screaming and hollering at people all the time and just getting blown.
Oh, I hopped up. Okay, I just want to say I hopped up here. I haven't been looking at chat. Ash. I just want to say I've always liked Republican Ash, for the record. So Ash, you were going to ask me a question, and I just jumped up and I forgot about it. So Ash, if she wants to ask it again,
if you want to come up, I'll give you a link.
Oh, that would be awesome, Ash. We can have a panel party.
Yeah, it will get out of the drama part of it. But I'm surprised to see Carla stopped in here. I'm glad to see her.
Hi, Carla. Nanya.
Yeah. But there was a time.
I do want to say, I do want to thank Steph and TNT, especially. Steph has really kind of been there. She knows how hard it was for me to do this, but when Samara sent me those messages saying that this was like I could never know her name because of it was her cousin's name, that whole, you remember the messages she showed today? And it freaked me out like no other, because it was such like an out and out, like she's never even talked about any cousins, let alone a cousin with cancer that's dying.
Yeah. And when Steph and TNT do a live and they say something, they generally 90% out of the times have receipts.
Well, I went to them. Right? I went to them because after I got those messages, it freaked me out. And literally I had nobody because, everybody over there basically has shunned me because of Samara. And that was fine. But I needed, because it just freaked me out. And so I went to them and they have everything now.
Right. That's just the ponies that are trying to shun you. And they're not even a thing.
Oh, no. I was talking about the bell gabbers and
bell gabbers,
those people over there. No, I don't know. Fuck. Are you kidding? I was horrified that she wanted to be over there with them.
Nah, you might have dodged the bullet if they're shunning you.
Well, and that was the funny part. That I wanted to be a pony. I've got receipts, girl. Well, never, ever. I didn't understand any of this. Oh my God, Dana's here.
Yeah, Dana.
Dana.
I tell you.
Dana, sorry. God, I'm so
Dana. Sorry. Yeah, you make your name right. She'll say it.
I know. I
can tell you about 4 years ago, when I first started going live, 5 years ago, when we go live, I was friends with everybody on here. We used to have fun. There was a little bit of arguing. There was game nights. And then it just progressively got worse and worse and worse. And now nothing surprises me. I'm not as enthused with popping on here to say hello anymore to people.
Hey, Rosebud, how you doing?
And the people
in the house.
Yeah, the people I fought with Dana, I fought with Steph, fought with Ross.
I've been watching. I know.
I fought with all these people. I know. But now I think people are starting to realize that a lot of it's just created drama.
Hey, Juju.
I
met Juju. She was in the same Discord when I first met Samara the first time.
I thought Samara, when I first met her, was the sweetest, most proper.
Oh, me too. And that's why I thought, you know what? I don't want to. She's absolutely right. I did not want to go to anybody's Discord. What? I had agoraphobia on the internet. What the fuck is that? Because I didn't want to go to other Discords. Is that a thing?
No.
Well, if it's a thing, then I have it. But I go outside my house and I have a lot of pictures if you guys want to see them, and video. But anyways,
agoraphobia is terrible to have.
Well, no, I'm not knocking.
I know. The point
is, it was an out and out lie.
Yeah.
And all these things that she's saying are lies. It's so bizarre to me.
I'm
not joking, Bryan.
I know you're not.
I see a lot of crap around here, but this happens to other people. I personally, thank the Lord, have led a pretty sheltered life. And I've had maybe like one friendship, honestly, in my whole life end.
Yeah. If you stay loyal and you're a good friend, you won't have friendships end all the time. Hey, Stewie.
Stewie's here? I love
Yeah.
Stewie.
Stewie pops in and says hey to me if I go
Yeah.
live.
See, I've been lurking a long time, so I know a little bit of everyone.
I like Stewie. He's my favorite troll.
Stewie's great.
Yeah.
And that was a hard thing too, because everybody she hated, I liked.
Yeah.
But I thought, you know what, it doesn't matter because they don't even know who I am. It's not like I need to make myself known. Who cares what my opinions are? Because it just doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I thought I'll be a good friend to her, behind the scenes, loyal, blah, blah, blah. She
Right.
wanted to invite, certain people in. So they came in, it was a very small Discord. Oh, and by the way, I need to clarify something. Steph, I'm sorry I have to, or TNT, or whoever said it, but Charlie Girl says is 100,000% innocent in all of this. She's like the last person that came in. There was only like 5 people in there total, I think. And she's like the last person. And before she came in, I scrubbed that Discord. We both did. We scrubbed it, and then we put everything in that terrorist room. I created that room, and she was locked out of there. It was just her, me, and Behavin. And then finally, I actually booted Behavin.
Yeah, I don't know
But
what's
I
up with
want to clear Charlie Girl says name because it's wrong. Because she's a nice girl. I don't really know her that well. We've talked.
She's been around for a while.
Well, she's a very, very nice person, and she's 1,000% innocent. Please pass the word.
Yeah. Well, I've learned the ones that seem the sweetest and the innocent, most innocent around here are probably the worst.
Juju, we're talking about my Discord that Samara and I co-own together.
Yeah. Discord is a bit different than YouTube. You'll find there's more crap in the Discord. Yeah. But
well, she's was a hypocrite, and that was what's been hard. And even though I knew she was a hypocrite the whole time, and stayed loyal to her, I just don't understand how someone. And the whole reason the friendship ended is because I went on Steph and TNT's panel to defend myself from things that she was saying about them on my panel.
Yep. Well, she's scared to death.
And now she's throwing the narrative that I'm crazy. And yeah, I'm a little emotional right now and probably a little buzzed
and exhausted. She's scared to death of Steph and TNT, even though they're loud and they seem real aggressive.
You know what?
They're harmless unless you got something to hide.
They're
trying to lie about it.
They're good people. I'm sorry. I don't agree. I would probably sit them down and have some, mother-daughter talks. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Samara. I did treat you like a daughter. For crying out loud, you acted like a daughter.
She was sweet as can be.
And she's just always like so behind the scenes, like emotional. Like if she didn't talk to me for, God forbid, a day or two, and I know for a fact the Behavin and Jenna Moon, you do not have to show receipts, girls, but in your hearts what I'm saying is true.
Yeah.
She would flip the fuck out. What's the matter? Did I do something? It was.
I don't know why people are like that. And I thought Miss Behavin was a sweet person too, and she turned shit on me too. I didn't even do nothing to them. I didn't do nothing to get in that fight with Carla and all them. I didn't do that.
I will not speak on Behavin. So Behavin, don't speak on me. Just don't do it, bro.
All right, yeah. But I think that it was just a creator move, and it caused me and Carla to go at each other, and then I should have just sat back and waited because I knew they were going to do it to Carla too, and they did. And I shouldn't have got upset with Carla and said shit to her, but.
Hi, Tawanda. I like Tawanda. Tawanda is like one of the few decent people around here. Like,
I'll tell you, Pop, not soda about Tawanda. When I met her, I didn't know she was Tawanda, right? But when I met her, she was one of the meanest people. I met her on Facebook years ago.
Really?
One of the meanest people. Yeah, I didn't even know she was Tawanda until about a year after I started going live. She was just so mean to me. But then when I got to know her, right? I got to know her. And she was bickering. She was passionate about something that was going on. That's why she was being mean. But when I got to know her, you can see that Tawanda is the sweetest person ever. But
not only is she sweet, but she's beautiful.
She is
like,
absolutely
holy cow. Like, she's older than I am. And she's drop dead, I think.
She really is. She's worked hard all her life, and she doesn't go live very much, but she went live one time. She had her hair done up. She's sitting on her porch in the light. I was like, damn.
I know.
I had seen pictures of her before, but she didn't look like that.
I think the first time I saw her live, I think it was on Ben's actually.
Yeah, and she cares.
And by the way, I just want to say this. I'm going to say this out loud because I've said it to many people behind the scenes, but we as a community, we need to do something special for Ben because we should really be amazingly proud of his accomplishment of staying sober. I know he might have had a little relapse or whatever, but come on, people.
That's part of the battle. And I like Ben. He doesn't like me, but I like Ben, and I've
I
tried to
know,
talk.
but we need to spread the word.
Yeah, I'm still will be helpful to Ben. He's a good guy, but he's single. So if you're friendly with females and you're a guy, he kind of doesn't.
No, I know, but
he doesn't like you.
I mean, it's kind of a big accomplishment, especially, and there's so many people that I know that are currently, struggling in addiction and alcohol, or they're recovering. I mean, there's a lot of people that can relate to Ben's success, and we should be celebrating things.
I tell you, I'm proud of him when he does get sober. Sometimes he relapses back into it, but the times that he stays sober, I'm always proud of him. I always want to be friendly with him, but if the guy doesn't like me or he feels threatened by me or something, then there's nothing I can do about it.
You're right, Crown Prince of Neverland. And I mean, I have depression and anxiety. I don't have agoraphobia.
Yeah.
I just went out today.
I got anxiety bad.
Yeah.
I get so stressed out, my blood pressure goes up. I get headaches. I start freaking out. And whatever it is that's making me anxious, that's what I focus on. I until I fix whatever problem, I stay on that, and anxiety is shit to live with. It really is.
Did she go live again?
Let me see here. I want to see if she's gonna let Tracy up there.
Well, that's why she broke the lives, I guess, in two, because now it's going to be about her and Tracy.
Oh, let me see. I don't know what happened to Samara. She wasn't this way before. She was like the last one you would see in some drama.
And Samara, honestly, listen, I might be crazy or agoraphobic or whatever you want to say. I was going on a 72 hold, whatever. You go for it, girl. But this is just some friendly advice. Why would you poke someone who's so crazy?
Yeah, that's
especially when they have very, very personal information about you and your life. I have never contacted your family ever, but hey, if I'm so crazy, maybe I need to. Or maybe we need to contact your church. Remember how I would ask you, try to remind you of your behavior on Grapers, and I would say, would you be proud if your church, your pastor, or your mom saw this? And what would you say to me? No. Come on, girl.
Yeah. Well,
don't fuck with me. I'm crazy. You don't know what you don't know what we'll do, right, Brian? No. Isn't that true? Crazy people, you just never know.
No.
So
I wish I was crazy.
Fuck around and find out, girlfriend. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah. And I won't knock her church. I won't knock her church thing because I know that people slip and slide and all that. But no, my church wouldn't like to see some of the stuff I do on here. And I'm down a lot. They've seen some of the people in my church have seen some of my old videos. Like, what the hell is that? Oh, when I hide your head in shame.
But see, here's the bottom line, though, Brian. There's absolutely nothing that I could do to this girl that's going to be worse than what Groyper is going to be doing to her. If she doesn't think that he's trolling her, then she really is.
Well, if Groyper got mad at her, everything that she talked about with him would come out. And I think she's infatuated with the guy. You know what I mean? Because she kind of giggles and stuff.
That's what everybody's been saying on the street.
You can kind of hear the girlish, kind of bubbly, wide-eyed thing when she talks with him. And that's okay. Hey, but except for he's married. But that's okay. She is friendly with his wife or whatever. But the thing that gets me about Groper is the blatant racism, and that's just it's blatant, and I don't want to get on it, because I know that me and you have
Well, I
talked
would
about
love
it.
to get on it because nobody seems to be able to tell me what being racist means. What does that entail? Am I a racist because I say I don't want to date a black man?
No, that's your preference.
Okay. So what actually, you know what? I would actually, let's do this another time because I really would like to talk about this seriously.
Well, I would put it simply: when you poke fun at someone else that's different than you,
Well,
that's
I think that's human nature for the most part. I don't know. I think I've told the story on my panel. I grew up, my grandmother was off the boat, Polak. She owned a store in the neighborhood. Everybody knew I was Polish. I was called a Polak. I was called a dumb Polak, a DP, all of that.
that's so stupid. That is.
So maybe I got a little tougher skin than other people,
Well,
but
if you grew up
I live
hearing
in,
stuff, yeah.
huh?
If you grew up hearing stuff and you had to deal with it, you sure would have a tougher skin.
Yeah. But I also, to me, what being racist, like my neighbor across the hall, she's black and she's sweet. She's quiet, but she's adorable.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, what does a person do to be? Is it because they
Okay.
say
Let
the
me
N
give you an
word? Like, because
Well, if
when
you
he
say
says
it in
the N
English,
word, he doesn't say it at anybody. Like, if you were black, like if you were to call Rel, like if you would go up to Rel and say, in a mean way.
hmm if I was to walk into any talk to any say to any black man, friend or foe, if I was to say that as a white person to them, I better mean it. I better mean it because they don't like it, and that's why
It's a horrible word.
they don't like it. My question to Groiper is, I don't know if you've seen his face or his Twitter.
Oh my God, Brian! I've seen his Twitter. I followed him until recently, but
Okay,
I
would
stopped
he?
following him not because of
Okay,
that. It was because of the stupid drama.
one time I had Rel on my panel, and Groiper popped in the chat, and I said, "Hey, man, why don't you tell some of them jokes now? Come on up my panel." Do you think that Groiper would tell those same types of jokes in a room full of black folks? And if he wouldn't, then he's a racist.
that's a
Because
good
a comedian would. A
right,
comedian would. Like
right,
look
right,
at Archie Bunker. All
right.
right.
And anything that I'm saying, obviously I'm saying it publicly right now, but I would say it to anyone. I don't have like the way that I think and believe or whatever. I'm comfortable that I am not a racist.
Right. Me neither. Uh, I'm right. This is a bad topic. I'm reminded of okay, Juju Positive. All right. She is talking about a chat that we had in Hello Starlights.
I remember I've been around for a while with John
Right, right,
Collins, the
right.
watermelon. I
For
know,
those who don't know,
I know, Brian.
and John was really kind of being racial with 180 and saying he was white as Casper and he was making hillbilly jokes and
You
stuff.
guys both race bait each other. Let's just
No,
be
no, no,
honest.
no. He was doing that to them. He wasn't doing it to me at the time. So there was a bunch of people in the chat. We're talking about John doing that, and sure, we threw some watermelons. A whole bunch of us did, but I am the one that gets the blame for the watermelon thing when there's all kind of people doing it and laughing about it. Because John was making jokes about somebody's whiteness. But does that make me a racist? No, that makes if you're going to make jokes about us being Casper, then here's a watermelon. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all that is. A true. I mean, I don't think that Richard is a true racist.
No, he's not.
I
In my
don't.
opinion.
But I think he's incredibly offensive and
Yeah.
terribly politically incorrect.
Yep.
But my point is, if those jokes are so funny to him that he keeps doing them, why not go into a room full of people that are of that color or
I agree.
that race?
I agree with you 1000%.
Because if you won't, then
I agree.
You're a pussy.
Yep.
And that's what I sum it up. He's a pussy. And he gets off on doing that.
Dana, are you trolling me, girl? Why you want to talk? You want me to talk about that? I mean, honestly, first of all, I'm attracted to black men. Obviously, I mean, come on, let's talk about Blair Underwood, Denzel Washington. I can go on. Anywho, the point is, I live in Cleveland, and I think I don't know how it is down there in Dayton, but I know up here in Cleveland, it's still 1950,
Right.
and you don't see a whole lot of black and white. And I just would not add that automatic stress to a relationship. The kind of personality that I am, it would just be too much for me to deal with people's bullshit all the time.
Well, it also would be it would be politically correct for you to say, "Well, I'm just not attracted to black men."
Oh no, I'm attracted to them. I wouldn't do it because it would be an immediate super stress on a relationship that I would not want to deal with. I just wouldn't do that to a relationships are hard as they are.
I don't know. I think that
But okay, if I felt for whatever the cards, the gods, whatever, and I happen to fall in love with a black man for whatever reason, yeah, of course. Then of course I'd marry him or date or whatever.
That's what I say. I think most of the people that are in interracial relationships didn't set out to be in an interracial.
Oh no, but exactly. I don't have anything wrong. The sooner we mix it up, the better. Yeah. But it's going to be a while because we like our own kind. For the most part, people do. Yeah. The majority of people like their own kind. Oh, whites are white. There are some. We are progressing, but it's going to take a couple hundred years more.
I've been with black women, but I would have more of a harder problem of bringing that girl home because of some of the stuff that that is in my heritage.
Exactly, because of the way that's a stress that you would not want to put on a relationship. Right, because both sides are going to be prejudiced, not just the white side. The black side is going to be pissed off too.
Just like says, talk on the watermelons you dropped on John Crimes. Here's the honest truth.
Oh God. Oh my God, Brian. But why do you address that? That's like so 2019.
Well, that's okay because I can answer it. I can answer it.
Stupid. I'm bored.
Here's how I answer that. I never dropped a single watermelon on John Crimes. Ever. We were talking about John Crimes in another chat, so watermelons went flying, but never dropped one on him. And fuck John Crimes. I don't like him.
Fuck John Crimes. I don't like him.
I don't like him not because he's
I don't like him because he's an abusive
He's a fucking asshole.
Yes. Well, I agree with you on that one.
It doesn't make any difference to me that he just happens to be black.
Come for me, John, which thank God I'm nobody, so I can say
he's not going to come for nobody.
I know. That's why I said it, Brian. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said it.
He's all talk. He's been putting me in jail for 3 years.
Bye, Dana. I hope things are going well. I wonder if you ever went to Iceland or Norway or wherever you're going to go.
Yeah. And I also threw watermelons at Mandy Bell. I threw watermelons at Science Girl. It's the biggest
I like Mandy Bell. Poor Mandy.
I miss her.
That's a smart girl.
She's too damn smart.
I know. For this,
you know what? Mandy Bell is one of the very few people on YouTube that's ever shaken me up, had me scared.
Really?
Yeah. She knows shit.
I know she's very smart, and and
I miss her. I don't know what happened.
I know. Well,
maybe she wised up.
So what do you think about the fall of Amber? I was so surprised that she folded her cards so easy.
It's sad that because I really liked Amber, and then I ride with Molly, and then they fell out, but I would still go over and say hi to Amber.
Right. I know you. I saw you.
I stay loyal, but I liked Amber because of what she went through and where she's at now. That little, with her weight thing.
Yeah, whatever.
I like that. I like that about her. But now that she's getting into it with everybody, that she got into, and then she's hanging with Jenny Jen and them, and I don't fuck with them. It's just a shame to see somebody you really like fall off the deep end like that.
Boy, did she. Well, you know what? I have to say, and I want to say this publicly, the thing, because she came after little old me and Samara.
I heard that.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Anyways, and I folded like a lawn chair, and proud of it. Oh God, I know where to stay in my lane.
Right.
But where she really, really did me in was recently when she showed those pictures online She was drunk one night right before she deleted her channel, and she showed some very, very graphic pictures of somebody that she knew in the 90-day community from June who had slashed his wrists, and they were slashed open, blood everywhere. It was like the real deal, like personal private pictures from that he sent to her.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I have never.
And no trigger warning, no nothing, and no.
I never really noticed how nasty and evil people were until I started going live on YouTube.
Well, and I told her that in my live. I said, if you are really smart, if you would use your good, your smarts for good and not evil, you would go far. But
yeah, well, I got a lot of things going on here.
Yes, Cyril Jules, John Yates. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and
hey,
then
Cyril Jules, she's everywhere too. I know you're a Molly supporter too.
Yeah, you know what, Nat Chloe, I might be a little bit evil, but one thing I'm not is a pussy.
You know, Nat Chloe, I don't know you. I don't have any reason to like you, dislike you, anything. But I'm just telling you, I know you don't know me, but I have no reason to lie. I don't have a history of lying. I don't have a history of shenanigans around here.
Come tell me about it, Nat Chloe.
And you need to watch yourself, Nat Chloe. The whole stable better be on alert with that one. I'm telling you, for someone to like the law, I just can't. Bryan, I'm not even joking. I'm going to be sharing this with my friends and family. I'm not even joking.
You can share whatever.
I'm going to, because, well, no, just the story of it all, because they know me. They know I'm, and she even said it tonight. One of my problems is I'm too honest.
People come up with the silliest stories on YouTube about somebody, and they run with it. You can show them proof that you didn't do whatever it is they're talking about.
I know, but I don't need to. This is not going to go on. Trust me, I have no energy for this. It's kind of boring. I'm kind of bored already. So,
well, you know, I'll tell you one thing. There was a time on YouTube I liked it a lot is when I would in the mornings when I was working nights, and Carla would come on panels, and we would just talk about whatever. It wasn't hardly any drama.
Actually, I think some of the best days was actually when Misdemeanor was there, because Misdemeanor was really smart.
Yes, and you could have a conversation with her.
Yeah, and she could talk on a variety of topics.
I tell you, sometimes
an intelligent person.
Sometimes what would happen though is like Carla's a fairly just a simple person, right? And she's not over. Let's say she's not over assertive. She doesn't get into deep conversations a lot.
You know, Carla doesn't want to be the leader so much. I don't think all the time. I get that, you know.
But
we're ladies of a certain age, you know. Just let us chill. Let you youngins go at it.
And when Miss D was there, we would get into some deep conversations. A lot of times it would be the Miss D show and stuff like that, and Carla would be left sitting. But I mean, we just talked about whatever, and there was hardly ever any drama for about a year straight. Yeah. So, and then they caused all that. You know, well, I believe that was all misbehaving them, getting in and playing on Carla. I believe that from the get-go, but you know,
unfortunately, I know a little too much about that whole situation, but I don't need to comment on any of it.
Carla popped in here today, and that's good. We can go with that.
I hope she's feeling good, and I wish her.
That's.
Hey, Mike Brown. I remember Mike and Brandy from Misery Days. And darling Nikki.
Yeah, I talked to that guy.
Blair and all that bullshit.
One time, I talked to that Misery guy.
I guess he's back, or he was.
Yeah, that's what they say. He pops up. That's too creepy for me. Sorry about that.
I don't think he's that creepy. I don't know. I didn't buy into all that BS. But
that's not my. No, he's just not my
style. But I know Mike and Brandy. I'm assuming, are they still friends with Republican Ash?
Probably.
Okay, good.
Republican Ash is good at keeping friends.
Right. Because I know that they were really close with her.
She is such a sweetheart, and
Anyways, I don't know if
so
Juju
real.
remembers. We actually talked on a voice call and Mandy Bell's Discord. Because where you live, I told you I had some family history there.
Yeah,
So I don't know if she remembers that. But I was going under Serena Holly then.
I missed Juju coming in here. She got at me because I didn't say hi to her.
Yeah, I see Juju. Juju's one of those too that's kind of everywhere. I see her in Katie's. I see her in Molly's,
Yeah,
here. She's kind of like here, there, everywhere.
yeah. I haven't even
There,
had.
Juju, here, Juju, everywhere, Juju. Anyways, Merry
She's been
Christmas,
around for a while.
Juju. I hope your family and you are doing well.
Yeah, we've had a rough time because I haven't been able to work as much as I have. People have been helping me out. I appreciate that.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
been able to
Juju's
work.
very, very generous. You've got a very big heart, Juju.
She does. She does. And in February, they're going to take a look at. You're going to take a look at why I've got an enlarged heart, and it's causing me to get fatigued quicker. And where I was working, 70 hours a week, I can't do that anymore.
Brian,
So
what's going on? What are you eating? You're too young for this bullshit.
it's genetic.
Mm.
It's not my. I have a
No,
great
but your
job.
dad's still alive, isn't he? So,
Yeah, yeah. But the
well,
enlarged,
I know he is.
yeah, he is. Yeah. But they're telling me to
Sorry,
take it
that's
easy.
horrible.
So I can't get myself stressed out.
Hey, Carla, Merry Christmas. I don't know Lolo's Corner. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm familiar with the name, but
So I
Zero Fuel, she's a OG.
yeah, Zero Jules has been around.
Yeah.
Most of the people that are in here today are just most of them are just, they're all decent people, but like me and the RDA guys, we used to fight all the time. Now me and Ross can tolerate each other and get along. Things change so much over the
I
course
like
of
RDA. I do.
yeah, they're all right. You just have to be prepared for whatever kind of humor they're going to come up with.
Well, I know. And Starlight, thinking she's all big and bad, she fucked around, she found out, you don't play with,
Yeah,
basically stay in your lane, people.
I kind of
Sometimes I
feel
think people try to go way higher than their pay grade allows, but
yeah, I kind of feel stupid for being
Merry
so
Christmas, Nunya, too. I know this is probably going to just be killing you. I don't know you, Nunya. And by the way, I didn't never look you up, Nunya.
well, none is nice till you piss her off. Then that's it. You're done. She's sweet as can be until you make her mad. She's cussed me out once. Haven't you
Isn't
know?
she Italian, though?
Huh?
Isn't she Italian?
I'm not sure her nationality, but she sure acts like
She
it.
looks Italian. She's very pretty, but
She
she
is
looks
very.
Italian and she seems like she's got that fiery personality, like an Italian. Well, the stereotypical.
She had some salt and pepper hair going on last year, and I kind of thought she looked like that girl from Who's the Boss? Judith Light.
Oh, I've totally let my hair go. I
And
actually like it because it's got streaks. It looks like I did it on purpose. It's cool.
she says she's Sicilian, so
Oh Lord, even worse.
you're breaking my balls over here. Yeah,
Well, where do
when
you
she
think
gets
the
pissed off,
majority of
you
the
can hear it.
mafia comes from? They
Yeah.
come from the island. I mean, unfortunately, the mafia was created out of survival. They
Yep.
threw the poor Sicilians, the people over there was like the garbage people in the Romans' eyes, and
You're
they
right.
had to be bad boys
You're
to
right.
survive.
Yeah, and the mob was run properly until John Gotti became boss. The mob was run properly. They took care of each other because, like you said, they suffered. So they all banded together. It's like family, our thing.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get off of this thing, and I'm gonna find out more. But anytime you want to vent or anything, I'll let you come up on my panel if you want to vent.
That's okay. I don't think I'm going to be around very long. I
Yeah.
think no, no. Well, I'll go back into permanent lurking status. I was very happy there.
Well, if that's what it takes, that's what it
Yeah.
takes. Hope to see you in the chats if you chat.
All right. Well, you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Peace out, people. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see you when I see you.